one day we are going to actually start this at 8. And when that happens, it will be a joyous moment. It will be an absolute joyous moment for everyone involved, because I don't even want to get into the fact that I was ready. I had everything all ready. Everything was good to go. We were ready to go. And then I decided I needed my water. And then I decided, I also need I want to put on my diffuser. So we have some of our scent going on. This is our brainstorm scent, because today we are going in. We are going hard. We are going full send, as they say. We are at 5 out of 6 Avengers leveled up. 5 out of 6 available Avengers leveled up. The last one we have is Hulk, and we're just going to go for it. We're not going to stop. Ideally, we are going to try to get him to gear level 130 as fast as possible. And with us doing that, I am going to be a little more, not strict with my materials. Only because, it's like the last Avenger. I do not have the time to be like, I can't use this material to level up this gear. No. We're going to level up Hulk so quickly. We're going to get him to level 130 as fast as possible, and maybe even a level 140, because we are going to level up his major artifact, the damage one, the one that you get by completing the after mission. We are going to level that up to level 10, because I feel like, what other artifact are you going to level up? Will I regret it? Probably. But I just feel like at this time, I am going to get that. I am going to get Hulk at 130. And then we can hop into the end game content. I feel like there's like all this in-game content just keeps going on and on and on and on and on. But yeah, we will absolutely get into that. And we will go ahead and do that. So yeah, without further ado, let us go ahead and get this started. And to really set the mood, we're going to fully immerse ourselves into this game. That's right, we're taking off the background. The background is out of here. Well, I feel like with that, you can't even see the diffuser then. You know what? It's fine. It's totally fine. We don't need to see the diffuser. What we need to see is our Hulk being 130 by the end of the stream. That's what we are going to do. So we're not exactly starting at 0. That's the good thing. We're starting at, I believe, like 25, something like that. We're about to see right now, because I do have to still level up the major artifacts. So we'll actually be starting from around 35, I believe. And to further show that we are going to be super intense, we are going to get our mental performance on with good old Respawn. Hashtag this stream is not sponsored, but they have a really good cup and a really good drink. So yeah, so I'm going to prepare that, and then I'm also going to regret it in the morning, because this stuff actually keeps me awake well past the intended, I don't even know how many hours, but it works. And whenever I drink it, I have the hardest time falling asleep. So yeah, deal with that information what you will. But you know what? We're gamers, all right? We're gamers. We're going for this. So, do that. Shake this up real good. Do a quick taste test. Yep, that's green apple. That's green apple and it's good. All right.
Topic.
Okay. What's on your mind?
You've taken quite a shine to the kid.
No.
I can't imagine where we'd be without her.
I'm glad you see that.
Oh, she likes him. She likes him so much. This is an uncomfortable topic. Why is it uncomfortable?
We could really use
Because they like each other. I'm all about the Avengers lore. I know all of that. They like each other. All right, so we are going to collect all of this. And see, this is actually nice because once you unlock the new content, once you unlock the new shield substation, she goes away. So Alessandri Morales, she used to be here. And when I first downloaded the update and played, I was like, why would they have the Faction Network terminal here when you could just talk to her here? But she's not there anymore, so it absolutely makes sense to have both of them there. But that is cool because we don't need them there. All right, so immediately, no, wrong button. We're going to upgrade our major artifact. Which one is the one that we need? This one, all damage buffs. So let's go ahead. Oh, we weren't even at 25. We're at like, what was that, 14? Oh, this is going to be fun. Okay, let's see. We got some nameplates. Diego, I'm streaming. I cannot hear you in the stream at the same time. All right. So none of these. I like the one that we already have so far anyway. I'm going to keep that one. Can we do any? Oh, we can. So we'll do that. And then we'll do, which one of these? We'll do this one. 16. Yep, those are all, And then we'll do 15 here. Dismantle all of that. Okay, so now we're starting at 25, technically. All right, perfect. Didn't want to seem like a liar. All right. Good practice, good gear, management. Anything you don't need, get rid of it. Just delete it. Grow no attachments to any gear. Why? Because you're just gonna delete it anyway. At least until you get to gear 130. That's when you want to keep your gear. Otherwise, delete everything else. It's a waste of your time. You don't need it. All right, so what are we going to actually start with? I didn't really plan this out. So that's a plus 10. Seeing if there's any like missions that we haven't done yet. To which there isn't. We've done all the missions. All the missions have been done. So let's go. What was this plus 5? We'll start with that. Because I do have to gotta get back and get used to using Hulk. I really love that Hulk. I can like grab on, like I can grab people and beat the crap out of other people with people. It's amazing. So I like that. The only hero that I have, like, I need this hero is Kamala, because she is level
If you
140.
gain control of the login stations, I should be able to hack into their systems and steal valuable information for the resistance.
Everyone else is about, like,
This facility is likely to be
130 or
defended
so.
by elite AIM synths.
But I feel like if the computer wants to control a level 140 Kamala, I'm all for it. That is what I need in my life.
If you can gain control of AIM's network temporarily, I can infiltrate their security system.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that Hulk does that to, big people. All right. But I do like that Hulk does throw projectiles, because that's really going to help being able to farm different
Get
chests.
you inside the lab.
Because as we noticed with Kamala, she can only reach certain parts. So when there's, you know, where you have to like hit like the super far wall. Hey bro, what's up? Hey Frank Ellie, how's it going? Doing pretty good here. We are going to try to level up Hulk as fast as possible. How's your evening going?
Access to multiple
Happy
terminals.
Tuesday.
The more the better.
But what I discovered yesterday as I was finishing Kamala was that, you know, if you had like one of those different things where you had to like hit a certain like wall or certain thing on a wall far away, if her arms didn't stretch out that far, you missed out on that loot. I was not a very happy camper about that. Not at all. So now I'm happy that we don't have that restriction. There we go. That's what we want. Want to be able to grab on other people
Helps, thank you.
and beat the crap out of other people with the person. Nothing better.
I'm inside AIM security system.
Love it. Okay. Oh, they're trying to get B? Not on my watch, they're not.
Inside AIM security system. AIM is trying to remove me from their system.
Oh, they did get B. Okay, that's cool. That's cool. That's fine.
AIM has initiated their shutdown protocol.
Can we capture that? Thank you.
Thank you.
No, get off the wall, Hulk. Oh, see, leveling up
Inside
already.
AIM security system.
Just kidding, it really doesn't take that long to level up to 50. That's not the hardest grind anymore.
Infiltration. I'm inside AIM security system.
Heck yes. Oh, he grabbed onto 2 people. Okay, I'm with it. All right, I just thought you'd be limited to grabbing 1 person.
AIM has initiated their
Apparently, you can grab onto 2.
shutdown. The shutdown protocol is progressing. The big guy went down.
Oh, come on. So aggressive. We love it. No judgment.
Uh-oh. Not doing so hot.
That's okay.
That helps, thank you.
Ta!
Beginning infiltration.
Oh no. And see, playing with Kamala like actually like spoiled me.
I've breached AIM security network.
Oh, we beat it. All right.
Thanks, pal.
Might I mention that was 2 levels in one mission?
Excellent work, Avengers. I was able to obtain several terabytes of vital AIM intel.
So we
It will
got
take me
a
some time to
couple
analyze, but it
ISOs
should
and some
prove a boon
actual
for the
gear.
Resistance.
So that's good. You know, say let's check out the actual gear. See where we can combat. We'll just go like a book, left to right, top to bottom. Just keep it pushing. Those aren't helpful. 22, 19 is not helpful to us at all. So we'll get rid of those. All right, next mission. Where are we going? We'll do this one. It's +6, so a little bit more than +5. It's +6. It's okay. We'll survive. And while we're doing that, I'm going to eat some lemon cake because I deserve it.
Some have been sent to Jersey City. It's imperative that you stop them.
Great. So I think, you know, we've already gotten to almost level 30 in like what?
Scan the area for AIM signatures.
How many minutes has it been? Not that many. And I know what you're thinking. Well, you got 10 levels by leveling up your major artifact, but it's still 10 levels nonetheless. So I feel like we're doing pretty good.
There are inhumans caught in a standoff up ahead. Backup has arrived. Protect those inhumans.
Yes, sir. Jarvis, sir. Yeah, if y'all want to explode and everything. Y'all go ahead and do that on other people's terms, not on ours.
There's a chest with gear close by.
I know. I can't wait to get it.
All clear.
Oh, don't go for a swim. Now's not the time. Oh, just let me grab you. You know, you're gonna lose. No, out of context, that is just horrible. Hulk stepping on something, I don't see anyone surviving that. Like, I'm just so confused. Okay, definitely have to change up the strategy just a bit because I'm getting too much into the Kamala mindset to where she can literally self-revive. And that is something that I have grew to love. Oh, come on.
They're safe.
Wonderful.
A team of watchdogs is in the vicinity. I've sent their location to your HUD.
I was about to say, can he scale up walls? Because if he could, that would be...
Chest with gear nearby. Head for the location I sent you.
There we go. Alright, so we're gonna go on a looting spree. Get all the loot in this area.
The bounty
Gonna make
hunters are looking
one
for Inhumans.
big old circle.
Hulk's down.
Alright.
Bye for now.
Get back in the fight, soldier.
That's better.
Can't make this
This might hurt.
Okay. Alright. I promise I know how to play this. I've got 5 out of 6 Avengers at level 130 and above. It's just Hulk is pretty new, you know? Once you've gone through the, I'm flying with Captain America and Iron Man. Well, not Captain America. Captain America doesn't really do
Team
anything.
of
Well,
watchdogs is
now
in
he
the
kind of
vicinity.
does something. He, like,
I've
you
sent
know,
their location to your HUD.
bashes open doors, which is helpful, I guess, when you're not Hulk or Kamala.
We've got this.
Let's go. Double chest for the win. Great. All right, so I'm thinking we maybe do stop off here,
Neutralize the watchdogs unit.
and then we continue the big circle all the way around. But hopefully, you know, the goal to do that was also to not die. Y'all, this is only +6. I'd understand if it was like +15. So how about that 1000% speed run, huh?
A team of watchdogs is in the vicinity. I've sent their location to your HUD. Neutralize the watchdogs unit.
There we go. Break that shield, reclaim what's ours, our dignity.
Guess I do, bud.
Sad thing is, I don't even think we unlocked the dodge. That's the crazy thing.
One of their agents is down.
Hey, that's nice for one of their agents. I'm down too. Black Widow. Black Widow, your man. Your man is right behind you, down, and you are shooting, homie. You are shooting, homie, with a pistol. Thank you. Thank you. All right, Tavish, thank you so much for liking the stream. I really appreciate it. How are you doing? Oh, he's dead. Okay, great. Get this skydog on down. You go beat the crap out of him. Not okay. All right.
Well done. That squad member has been neutralized.
Good. How are you? Doing pretty good. So we are, we're just out here leveling our last Avenger to gear score 130/ above. So that way we can finally enjoy the actual in-game content and not just be so focused on leveling up all of our Avengers, which, I mean, for some people that's content for them. But I like to be able to invest a little bit more into like the actual in-game content and play those modes and not have to worry about, oh, I can only use so-and-so character and this character because those are the only characters like leveled up. Like after this, I'll be able to say all of my available heroes are all leveled up, so we should be good to go.
Elite AIM unit near you. Defeat them, and you may gain something useful.
So we're actually going to be able to finish going around.
They're being kept in portable cells. You'll have
There
to
we
break
go.
them out.
We still got a couple of gear caches to cache.
There is a chest with special resources close to your location.
Okay, fall down. Fall down. Or that can happen. I just wanted to press the button. Gonna take it. One is on this side. Up the stairs. No.
All is down.
You're the best. Here's an energy
You'll regret.
boost.
Got you a
Oh, there's the last one. Beautiful. Oh, I was gonna say, pound that floor. I was gonna say, did they give us a DNA cache key? That'd be wonderful. Then we're gonna stick around to the end of the stream. Nice. Well, have fun, relax, sit back and relax. Hope you're enjoying. We're just gonna be here again. We're just gonna be here leveling up our Hulk until we hit 130, which should be pretty fun. It'll be pretty interesting because, like seeing what's kind of like the fastest way to level up is gonna be pretty interesting. I don't think anyone has kind of like cracked the code on leveling in Avengers just yet. It seems like it's just one of those, you play content, you get the gear, and whatever the gear you get is the gear you get. I might not chat much, but I'll be here. You know what, Tavish? That is totally fine. Basically, the oh, and look at that, 83 days. You know, your view, you just staying here, keeping up in the stream for me, is so much support beyond what people would imagine. So thank you so much for that. Especially in these times now where I just suck at the game.
I've located captive Inhumans. They're being kept in portable cells. You'll have to break them out. Those Inhumans need you. Hurry.
Yes, I know, Jarvis. I'm on the way to them, kinda. I just want to defeat this not high value target, and also get this chest full of gear, because this is technically a looter. I know the technical term is looter shooter, but there's really no shooting going on. More like punching. Looter puncher. Yeah, that doesn't roll off the tongue quite smoothly. There we go. Perfect. Oh, I was about to say, was that the guy? I mean, he really wasn't that bad. He was very much harder the last time I died. Bam. Don't punch me. He's out of there. right, where are we headed now? Over here, out yonder.
A resistance ally is in trouble nearby and needs your help.
Okay, so this one isn't really gear. Oh, I just get so frustrated. Oh, there way, that away.
That did it. Theo, work your magic.
You're safe now.
And we'll get this last chest. Wow, they do damage. Yeah, no, that's the great thing about this game, in my opinion. Like, it feels powerful. Like, you feel like a badass punching through everything in their path when you're not dying consistently. But that will be, at least in my opinion, that will be fixed once we get to at least the hero level 50 and we have access to Hulk's like full move set, his additional moves, and be able to like maximize his different stats and everything based off of what we selected for him. Right now it's just kind of like, I mean, you can use me and it's pretty good, but you know, you don't get to see the best parts of me, not until you hit level 50. Wow. Hop the dang roof. Not like that. Alright, so let's set free these Inhumans. Honestly, man, I think you're one of the best streamers I know. Aww. I definitely have a lot of learning, a lot of growing to do, but I really appreciate that. One of the things, especially for me, like, I often find myself getting into these slumps where I'm just like, I see a lot of like different content videos of different people like making, you know, here's how to improve your stream and whatnot. And one of the things that I understand eventually what I'll need to pivot to, besides getting good at the game, one of the things that I'll need to pivot to with my content is actually providing something. So like the thing with live streaming and, you know, just the whole idea behind, you know, live streams is that the streamer is providing something of some sort to their audience. And, you know, and that can be anything, you know, it's like whether it's just pure entertainment. You'll hear a lot of people talk about, oh, you know, streamers are providing their viewers with education. There's like this, you know, this transactional benefit, like this transaction between the streamer and their audience, to where, you know, both of them are getting something out of it, essentially. And for me, I feel like I don't have
There they are.
I don't have that thing that I'm offering everyone. You provide me with entertainment and happiness. And see, and that's nice because, you know, for me, Tav, it's just like, if you get happiness and entertainment out of my streams, then I'm happy. You know, it's like, as long as I'm not sitting here, you know, in front of, you know, like, I'm not sitting here playing the game and just like, and no one's getting anything from it. But I also understand that there are hundreds of thousands of people out there with, like me, you know, there's hundreds of thousands of streamers out there that provide that same kind of, you know, I'm not providing anything but entertainment and happiness, you know, and that's like, and I know I'm capable of offering people a lot more than that, you know. I just have to figure out what that is, and then once I figure out what that is, I'll be able to offer it, you know, not just to you, but to, you know, like whether it be, you know, similar people like you, or, you know, to other, you know, other people who, you know, may take something else, who may take, you know, like a different kind of message or learning from my content. But in that, I feel like what a lot of people do wrong is that sometimes they won't start until they figure out what that thing is that they want to offer, you know, their audience and their community. Some people won't start, or they will like not do anything because of it. You know, it's like, because they've realized I'm not bringing anyone, you know, you know, I guess purpose, essentially. So they just stop, or they put everything on hold until they figure it out. And I'm like, that hurts more than it helps, because yes, there may be this circumstance, or there may be this situation where you're not, or you're aware that you're not bringing, you know, complete value to your, you know, audience. But who's to say that you can't continue streaming while you figure that out and you learn that? And that's the one thing that I have to battle with myself almost every day. With streaming, it's a little bit easier to overcome, because with streaming, all I have to do is just press the go live button, just get it all out of my system, just do the whole blah, 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 you know? Get it all out of my system, turn on the stream, show up, stay present, and, you know, and be here. And that works. But one of the things I'm trying to get over this hurdle on is for YouTube. Because with YouTube, it's a little bit more, I wouldn't say it's a little bit more like buttoned up, but there's like millions, if not billions, of videos on YouTube. I want to be able to create content that not a lot of people, you know, is, you know, not there on the platform, but also, you know, maybe, you know, if people like, you know, if they need something for a certain game, or like there's a certain need or a question about a specific game, I would like to be one of those. I have a couple of ideas, but, you know, one of the ever popular mental ideas is like, oh, I'm not good enough, or oh, this one's been done, I can't do that. People be stealing people's ideas all the time. Like, if you found like a really original idea, that's crazy. That is crazy, you know? So again, it's just one of these things where it's like, you know, we like to, and I feel like it's not just me, I feel like it's a lot of, you know, it's a lot of content creators, you know, we like to believe that, you know, our issues are the only one that anyone has ever faced before, not realizing that, you know, this is definitely something a lot of other people have felt before, and a lot of people go through right now, you know? You just gotta, it's as complicated as people make streaming out to be. It's really not complicated at all. It is complicated if you aren't yourself and you're trying to keep up a persona and you've never done it before. Now that definitely is difficult. It's difficult if you're, you know, essentially lying about your persona and having to keep track of all the different lies. What's the lie? What's the truth? What's this? What's that? That's hard. But if you're just yourself and you do what you love, that should be easy. Oh, come on. Stop it. Kamala, those range punches is not working for you, boo-boo. Is not working for you. Where'd it go? Oh, right here. I was about to say, where's the thing that we gotta hit, you know? You should create a podcast talking about streams and stuff. You'd be good at it. See, I did want to one day, gosh dang it, one day I did want to do a podcast. I have like, so I suffer from, I don't even know what it's called. But I suffer from this idea that, and it's not an idea, it's just, I suffer from like myself, like self-sabotage, that's it. I suffer from having an idea and literally one day, and I have this whole thing where I'm like, I don't just think of one thing and just think, oh, let me just do it. I will break things down to like a molecular level. And by that, I mean, I have a plan. And if this happens, I have a plan to fix that situation to the plan. Like I have plan A through Z. All of that, you know, and it's for this one creative idea that, you know, either maybe people have done before, or I think of some different way to be like, oh, let me, you know, fix this up. Let me, you know, change this in a way that it's unique, it's fresh. Maybe some people like it, maybe some people won't, but you know what? That's a part of the creative journey. Let me just try it out and see. Literally the next day, I will find so many reasons for me to be like, this is a stupid idea. Here's why you should not do this. Or even then, because I had this one idea, and I'm kind of sad because it's like eventually, once I get everything together, I have to figure out a little bit more on how to implement it. Because it involved Destiny. But then, yeah, I knew exactly what happened with that one. So the idea that I had was more of like a, kind of like a call-in kind of thing. So it's like, you know, like on radio where you have like people's like, oh, call into the radio, give me your thoughts, da 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 da, all of that. So I wanted to do that kind of like on a kind of like similar thing for Destiny, and just give people a platform to kind of like talk about, you know, the direction of the game, their thoughts about the game, you know, just that whole idea, you know, that people, you know, taking it a step level beyond, oh, you know, people sometimes feel restricted to, you know, vocalize their opinions about games because, you know, some people have that crowd mentality where if you're not praising the game, you know, you're talking crap about it and you're a horrible person, you know. I just had like this whole idea where, you know, I wanted to create a space where everyone's opinions are valid, because especially in the time of, you know, the world, even that's what people need to realize is that, you know, opinions are opinions, and just because an opinion doesn't align with what you think doesn't mean that it's wrong. And it's in nobody's, you know, kind of like it's in nobody's kind of like place to devalue someone's opinion to essentially make it so that you know, certain people can't vocalize that same opinion, if that makes sense. Basically, it was just like I wanted my space, I wanted my community to be built off of the fact where it's like, whatever opinion you have about gaming, you can share it, but it doesn't have to be limited to just online forums and, you know, like Twitter replies and everything. Like, you can vocalize it, you can say it, and know that you have a wonderful, you have a space where you're not going to be judged. Like, you know, with me enabling people to call in, it wouldn't be a time for me to judge. Now, I may ask questions, I may ask you to, you know, elaborate on certain things, you know, but it wouldn't be a, well, that's a horrible opinion, like, why would you say that, da 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 da. So essentially I had that kind of idea going on and was like, yeah, no, I like this, this is pretty good. And at that time I didn't know of any other, you know, like streamer or anyone else doing anything like that, like allowing viewers to like call in and actually voice their opinions. I've seen a couple where they've done like, oh, you can, you know, you can submit a question and all that. You can do that, but never like a voice thing. So I was working with one of my coworkers on this plan, and I was telling her like my plan, what I wanted to do, the meaning behind it, and we were just, and she was like, yeah, just do it. Like, you have it all. LO, this game flopped so hard. I mean, Puff, I don't think it flopped though. I feel like, I feel like it didn't hit a lot of people's expectations as much as people thought it was going to be, but I wouldn't call it a flop. And that's only because I feel like it's gotten the same kind of reception as a lot of other live service games have gotten. So like the Destinies, the Anthems, the, you know, all of the other, you know, games. And I could totally be wrong, you know? It has like 300 viewers. I mean, I feel like, you know, Destiny had the same kind of, you know, reception when it first started, and everyone's like, oh, this is a good game, and then all of a sudden it's like, what kind of crap is this? I think it's, you know, especially with live service, I think it's still one of those new kind of genres where people have like an expectation for when the game launches, that when there's not a lot of content in the game, it's like a lot of people don't want to play. But I honestly feel like once they bring more content into the game, like once they start getting into different raids, once they start getting into a lot more that you can do in the game besides the same missions over and over and over again, that's when we'll start to see a lot of people start gravitating towards the game and it building up. They had the Avengers movie to live up to and overhyped it, and also Ultimate Alliance.
Excellent.
But to that same point, Puff, I feel like because Marvel is an established universe within its own, this game will last. Like, this game will last once they start adding in more things, because if you think about it, so Puff, I'm not sure if you play like Destiny or Anthem or any other live service games, but I feel like one of the greatest issues with Destiny and Anthem is that is a universe all on its own. They have to have like writers and, you know, all these people create this game. I played a lot of Destiny and Warframe. So like I'm not gonna, well, I can't exactly count Warframe because I played Warframe, but I didn't play it when it first came out. But I play a lot of Destiny, and I will be playing it, you know, once Beyond Light comes out and everything and stuff. But I've been playing Destiny since day one. With Destiny, they have to create their own universe to where there's several different minds like firing at like, okay, what is the darkness? What are these, you know, these different like heroes and things. See a YouTube. No, Tavish, Puff is over on Twitch, so we have someone on Twitch. And yeah, so Destiny had, you know, you had to figure out the different enemy races. You had to figure out what the heck was the darkness, and you know, we all know how that turned out. You had to think of all these different things where they had to carry the story eventually to get into a point where they had to change up everything when Destiny 2 launched. For Marvel, you have literal years of heroes, villains, different story plots, different things that Crystal Dynamics can grab from and say, okay, so as we see what they already have, we're going to get Hawkeye, we're going to get, you know, the other Hawkeye, you know, we're going to get Spider-Man, we're going to get Black Panther. They have this whole list of people that they can add in and create that story by bringing in those other things. So half the work is already done. Well, I don't want to say half the work because game development is like, I'm not a game developer, but even I know that crap is hard. But the story is already there. All you have to do is put it into the game. Make it a good story or make it a unique story. However that is, put it into the game, let people play it. I think this game is, yeah, Marvel is 80 years old now. 80 years of history of Marvel villains, heroes, side characters. Just so much to put into a game. I honestly think it's just because there's not a lot. So they started with, you know, the base like 6 characters. They started out with the 5, you know, the 5 Avengers that we all know and love, and then they added in Kamala, and it's like, okay, great, where are the other ones? It's coming. The gaming industry's expectation of how much we're going to throw into the game exceeds past, you know, like that whole production timeline thing. So I honestly feel like it's not a flop as much as it is a they put it out for those early adopters. They put it out for the people where it's like, okay, you're a diehard Marvel fan, you're going to pick up this game, you're going to love it, you're going to do all that, you're going to play the content. You can stick with it, and as we're rolling out new content, you can, you know, play it, or you can drop it for some time, wait till we add more content and come back to it. I think for a Marvel game, they could have done so much better. It feels like they relied on their name too much, and for a live service game, they needed more at launch, which killed it. I agree with that. Again, I don't agree that it killed it. I think just people's expectations of what they thought launch was going to consist of is not on par with what Crystal Dynamics thought, which is very fair, because I personally feel like I'm tired of that as well. Especially when it comes to a live service game, it's like we understand, or at this point, we should all understand that live service games have this idea of that they're never ending. Essentially, they're supposed to be never ending. But just because they're never ending, just because they're supposed to, you know, add in this content throughout the year, throughout the months, doesn't mean you can start off by giving us bare bones and say, you know, like giving us like half a salad as an appetizer, and it's like, don't worry, we have more of that where that came from. You know, it's like, okay, give us a little bit more at launch. We understand that more is coming, but you didn't give us anything. You did not give us anything. Having preset characters for live service and looter shooter is such a crutch. It is. I definitely agree with you on that. And I mean, it just depends on the type of person that you are with gaming, because for someone like me, I feel like the fact that you have 6 characters and you have to go through, and not only do you have to level all of them up to level 50, and then on top of that, you have to level them all up to their gear score being 130. And then after that, once you've done that for all 6 characters, you then have to maximize their builds and make sure that you have a build for each circumstance. The casual player is not going to go through all of that. Absolutely not. The casual player is not going to put that many hours into this game to do that. I think it's like, and especially when you surround yourself, like thinking about who you surround yourself with, like if you're following a lot of like, you know, major gamers on Twitter and YouTube and you're following that, you are only seeing a small percentage. Like we are a small percent of the overall gaming community. So whereas we surround ourselves by people that's like, no, that's a part of the game. You level up all 6 characters, you level them up to level 50, you level them up to, you know, have 130 gear score, and you need to have at least 2 builds for each one. I can get that done in a month's time. What's coming next week? Because I done finished all of this other content, like all of this, you know, missions and everything stuff. I'm done with that a week after launch. What's next? But game developers can't develop a game to a hardcore audience because it will literally die because no one else will play. And the thing with hardcore gamers is that once you get to that point where it's like, yep, I finished everything, we're moving on to the next game. If you're not coming out with something new, I'm going to play something because something else came out, like something else came out. Something else just had a new content drop. I got to go play the crap out of that. I done beat all the content that you had here. I'll maybe return to it once you add in something. It's just this whole thing with like the gaming industry where, you know, it's not a bad thing necessarily. You know, where we have this expectation of how we want our games and how we want them to be played and the kind of content that we need. But we are such a small percentage of, again, we are such a small percentage of players to where it's like, not everyone who picks up Avengers is going to be able to level all 6 characters to level 50, gear cap 130. Not all of it. I'd be surprised if even like 10% of the people who actually bought the game has even leveled up half of their characters. Hey Alvic, how's it going? But I agree with you, Puff Daddy, on some parts to where, you know, it's like they could have added in just a little bit more at launch to give us like different milestones that we can see. But just right now, I just feel like, again, we're not, you know, maybe we're not technologically there to where they can develop that content very quickly. Because again, we're just seeing what the developers are giving to us to play. We don't see what the developers are being sold in terms of like tools and how to build a game and and all that. Be very interesting though. You know, once upon a time in my life, I've thought about, you know, what does it take to, you know, code and build a game? I instantly cut down that dream. I'm like, no, I will play games. I am not building them. Y'all can do that very much on your own. I will play the crap out of the game and I will defend developers' right to, you know, take as much time as they develop as long as they don't lie to us. I'm talking about you, No Man's Sky, because that is unacceptable.
Sabotage a key AIM hypercircuit station. They're transporting inhuman DNA samples like the ones we captured recently.
But something went wrong.
Whew.
Big time.
All right.
The team went dark before completing their mission. I desperately need that station gone and my people found.
But Tavish, going back to that idea that I had, sorry to go on a different rant there. But the idea, so what happened with that idea about the viewers calling in and basically having an open forum to express their opinions about either it would either be like the game that I'm playing or the game or a franchise or anything. Eventually, it would lead out to, you know, just anything in general. But what had happened was, shortly after I came out, it's fine, I like it. What happened after that was, a Twitch streamer that I used to watch, he then, started his own segment where people actually could call in and he'd have like topics of the day. And people could call in and they would talk about that. And that absolutely crushed my dream. Like, I had it all planned out and I was like, yeah, I'm going to feed it in. I'm going to try to do these things. And then to see someone else who had a bigger platform than me, because he was on Twitch for like years, you know, to see someone with a bigger platform implement that same idea, it completely broke me. And then shortly after that, I started attacking myself for all the ways that it wouldn't have been able to work out anyway. Which, funny enough, oof, that sucks. I'm sorry. It's okay. But, you know, communication theory history, because I do have a degree in communication theory. What I did was cognitive dissonance, in which I basically figured out ways. I basically like mentally figured out ways to make myself okay with the situation, that the idea was not a good one in the first place, therefore making me not feel as bad for not doing it. And it's just like, now as I'm thinking about it and everything, it does, you know, it kind of sucks, because I'm like, oh, it was a really good idea. And, you know, it's not even to say that, you know, I couldn't do it right now. Of course, I'd have to go back to the drawing board and try to get at things like a little bit more structured again. But that's just one of the things that I have like in my mind that, you know, I know for myself, I'm like, I know there's a lot more that I could be offering to, you know, the community, to everyone. It's just a lot of hurdles you gotta hop through, and that's both mental, it's mental, it's logistics, it's, figuring out, not just, it's not just, like, oh, what about the trolls and everything? There's a lot more I gotta think about, like, okay, what do I do in this case? Like, what do I do in that case? Like, what number are the people gonna call through? There's so much that goes into it. But I just gotta get back into the mind space of actually doing it, because it was one of those ideas that I was extremely proud of, but seeing someone else, it's like, I was gonna say, it's like seeing yourself, or like making this wonderful baby and then seeing someone else make the same baby. It's kind of a weird analogy that doesn't really help. But I'd say it's like more of like it's like going through and like going to like a Build-A-Bear, and you have like the default. Yeah, you have like so it's like you're in school, and Build-A-Bear is this big thing, and you're like, I'm gonna build a Build-A-Bear, and my parents are taking me to Build-A-Bear for my birthday this weekend, and I'm gonna build this wonderful bear, and it's gonna be nice, and I'm gonna bring it to school, and everyone's gonna be so jealous. People are going to look at me and be like, now that's a bear, that's a Build-A-Bear. And you have this plan, and you're going to go to Build-A-Bear on Sunday, and it's like Wednesday. It's a Wednesday at school, and you're like, I'm going to Build-A-Bear on Sunday, and I am, and I'm going to bring it on Monday, and it's going to be great. And then some popular person shows up on Friday with the Build-A-Bear that you were about to design, and everyone loves him for it. And at that point, you're just like, I don't want to go to Build-A-Bear anymore. F that. I hate bears. You know what? I don't even want to go. Whatever. That is the best analogy I've ever came up in life. But that is the situation. I'll be back in like 30. Just got to help my sister with something. Take your time, Tavish. I'll be here. But I actually really like that analogy, because that analogy is like so true. Like, that is the truest analogy I could ever think of. And you're probably wondering, but why Build-A-Bear though? I don't know. It was just something that it just came to me. All right. Now, where is this fourth one? Because that's 3.
Keep an eye out for my people.
I mean, we are kinda. I mean, technically, your people can't die until we get there. So your people are fine. I just need to find this fourth one.
Nice work, team.
All right, one. I want to say it's on this side.
Be ready.
1,
The station is
2,
likely to be well guarded.
3, 4. Oh, okay, yeah. All right, perfect. So that's 1. And we got 2 down here. So that's 3.
I told Theo to stick to the plan and take 0 chances, but
4.
it's kind of like saying that to Tony.
Perfect. All right. I just love the way Hulk opens up chests. Like, I think that is the most hilarious thing. And I know they have the same animation for the Hulk Buster, but I just love it. He just like kicks it. I think that is like one of the most amazing things about this. Like, it's those small details where it's just kind of like, it's such a small detail, but I'm pretty sure it took a lot to put that small detail into the game. And I appreciate them for
There it
it.
is. A vital link in AIM's transport chain.
Alright, I think this is where we start to actually help the team so they can't
There's
die.
no sign of Theo and the others. Take out the station. That should also free up the airwaves, so we're killing 2 birds with 1 stone.
Marking the transformers we need to destroy on your HUD.
Hey, pick him up. Oh, okay, guess not pick him up. There we go. Now we beat the crap out of everyone else with this, buddy. Oh, I guess. There we go. And do it again. There we go. And then we throw him. Finish him off. And then can we pick him back up? Nope, nope. We're gonna do a finisher on. Nope. We're picking him back up. Beating the crap out of some other enemies with him. Wonderful, wonderful. Yeah. Throw him. There we go. And then we can go ahead, pull this out.
We have to teach AIM they aren't
Nice.
invulnerable.
I feel like there should be at a certain point, if I'm almost at the end of my power attack, you should not be able to stop me. It should become an unstoppable. There we go. That is Tony, not an enemy. Sometimes it's hard to tell. I still need to go back. I actually need to go back and change Monsieur Stark's outfit so that I can not, like, typically I've been like attacking enemies. I've been attacking him thinking he was an enemy. There we go. And he's not an enemy, and it just gets so confusing. There we go. There we go.
Hopefully, with the station out of commission, we'll be able to contact Theo and his team.
There we go. Let's. There we go. Okay, can we grab him? You know what? Let's do that. I can't wait to get him to level 50 so I can see kind of like what his what Hulk's like alterations to his different like supers and everything, what those exactly are. Because I feel like his thunderclap can be like a lot better. In which, I mean, I know it's going to be a lot better because what I've seen for everyone else is that their ultimate is like super crazy and good after, you know, you hit level 50. So just gotta be a little patient. Gotta wait until we have finished that. Oh, okay. Yes. Yes, and we still held on to him. I love that. Perfect. Let's get this third hyper station out of here. Please let me punch him. That'd be great. Please and thank you.
I repeat, we are under heavy fire from AIM forces, requesting assistance. We read you, Theo. Sending assistance now. Hold on. Oh, thank God. Understood. We'll do our best.
Our theory was correct. The station was blocking the team's transmissions. I have their coordinates.
Theo.
Thanks, Jarvis.
We discovered AIM's holding Inhumans in the research facility nearby and decided to break them out before they're moved. Trouble is, a large AIM patrol spotted us, and now we're the ones who need rescuing. Hang tight. Help is on the way.
I just like to check inside of here. See, you always gotta check everywhere, cause you don't know where the gear is. So sometimes they be hiding the gear and not telling you what is there exactly.
Theo and his team won't survive without you.
Ah, well, Theo and his team will actually survive until we get there. Because that is how programming works. I'm like, surely we've picked up over like 50 caches. I'm pretty sure, unless I am reading like that trophy wrong. Because we recently platinumed Horizon Zero Dawn. And so now I'm in that mid-season, oh, I've got to go for all of the platinums now, you know? So now I feel like, you know, Avengers is an easy plat. And there's one where it's like you have to do 50 caches. You have to open up 50 caches, and I'm like, do they mean like 50 vault missions? Do they just mean, you know, open world caches? Like, I wish PlayStation trophies were just a little bit more specific. That'd be just so much more helpful. There we go.
Come here. That's it. Whoops. Heads up. Surprise. And exit stage left.
Sure. Looks like they don't exactly need our help, but you know.
But the best. Theo, is your team able to fight? Able and willing. Disappear.
All right. Let's actually protect. Actually, you know, protect the team that we're supposed to protect. I mean, the great thing about it is that we are leveling up very quickly. So that is not an issue at all. Which I never really figured, which I never even really thought was an issue. I saw a lot of people like a lot of guides out there early for Avengers, like, here's how to level up to 50 very quickly. Just do harm room challenges. And I'm like, I'm still so against that. I'm just disappointed because I'm pretty sure a lot of people saw those videos and did that and didn't even really like care to like really think about, you know, kind of like the implications of that, where it's just like, yes, you can do harm room challenges and get to 50 quickly, or that same amount of time that you put into the harm room challenges, you could have gotten that same amount of level, that level increase, and you could have been working on getting to power 100, your gear score to 130. But no, now you have to put in that work all over again. You could have been killing 2 birds with 1 stone. 2 birds with 1 stone. And now you gotta do it all over again. But it's okay. I don't blame the people that are gonna have to do that all over again. I blame the people who made the videos and made that a suggestion without updating it once they even realized that maybe that wasn't such a really good idea to tell them that. Because you know they had that idea. You know they had that mindset. You can't tell me they did. You know they did. Oh, dude, don't teleport. I don't want to.
Strike and disappear.
Hey! Dunzo!
Theo, scout ahead while the Avengers find a way in. See you on the inside, Avengers.
Okay. See you on the inside.
Feels good to take the fight to AIM like this.
Indeed. Marking the entrance on your HUD. The entrance is just up ahead. Access it.
You access it. Giving us orders.
I'm kind of disappointed it's over.
Yeah, I just want to go over here just to take out the turrets. You know, I hate them. I hate the turrets. They're there.
Chest of gear close by.
Oh, there's a chest up there. Why wasn't it flagging that before? You little hiding gear from us, knowing full well we out here trying to level up Hulk as fast as possible. And Jarvis just want to be like, oh, by the way, there's a chest nearby if you want to pick it up. Of course we do. Jarvis. Okay, now There we go. I was like, I knew we could do it. Is that 2 chests? We win. We beat Marvel's Avengers. We beat the game. And a bonus one. Oh, we beat this game. We beat it. Kamala. Kamala. Just go ahead, hit that willpower. I know you have it because I made sure that you had it. You just go ahead, hit that ability. Now be right on up. No? Alright. Alright, well, that's cool. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Stark, for doing something Kamala could have done
I need more time.
in her sleep.
Keep the area free of hostiles.
But it's okay. She's learning. She's the newest Avenger. She's learning.
I'm almost. Hold the fort.
I mean, I can only do so much, Jarvis. I can only do so much with the team that I have. I mean, but they seem to be giving us... They're giving us gear. Gear upon gear. With that, I'm not complaining at all.
Hang in there.
Oh. I mean, sure. God, I collect with while hanging on to a bad guy. He's out of here. I also think that's the thing that no one is really talking about that I feel like everyone should be aware of and acknowledge. Avengers are out here killing people. Like, I guess because these are robots, it's okay. But for like the humans, a part of AIM, they're dead.
AIM's got 4 Inhumans locked up like animals.
We must free them.
Agreed.
Hey, I know this mission.
I'll tell you how when you reach the cells. I know you're Avengers, but I'm still amazed you just fought your way into a high-security AIM facility.
With innocent lives at stake, we can only rise to the challenge.
Prepare Inhuman subjects for transportation.
Hurry! I can't teleport inside the cells. Must be interference from the force fields.
We're almost there.
Theo, as soon as a prisoner is free, teleport them out.
Yeah, hopefully that backs them all the way up. Any hidden chests here? Nope. Heck yes. Heck yes. Yes, smash other people. Yeah, yes. Love it. I love it, although when it comes, so like when I finish leveling everyone, I'm still trying to decide on if my main Avenger is going to be more towards Thor or Captain America.
I don't even want to think about
I
what Monica
wanted
would do
to
with
be
these.
geared more, and I mean, at least now I think Captain America would make it just a bit more, like, would be a bit more feasible. Because now that he can smash through the big walls, he's actually useful for something, whereas before he wasn't. But also, Thor's kind of like, Thor can fly. Like, that's it. Thor can fly. I mean, he can't really do anything either. But he can fly. So that's something. So I still have some thinking to do on that front.
Ooh, is it getting hot in here?
All right. Now let us... The only thing about this mission that I don't quite like is... I mean, it's time gated in a sense. No, it's kind of gated in a sense to where it's like...
Excellent. Now
You know.
generators.
Yeah. It's in a sense gated to where it's like, okay, you can only do one of these at a time, which kind of makes sense. You know, if you take too long in breaking one, you don't get it.
That's it. Theo, work your magic.
You're safe now.
All right, and then we want to kill these enemies. Yeah, and I figured that was part of the good thing. That's a part of the thing. You always want to make sure to kill all the enemies because gear drops, you know? Sometimes you'll like want to just like finish up the mission, but then like, especially me, I'm like, yo, I just want to finish it. Like, can we just finish it? But you have to think, like, at this point, it's honestly not about finishing it. It's about 100% completion. Because the more enemies you kill, the more drops that you get, the more that helps you level up. So if you haven't taken any advice from the stream so far, take that. While you're grinding to gear score 130, it's not about how fast you finish it. It's about how many enemies you killed. There we go, that should have broke him.
Well done. The cell's generators are vulnerable.
We got you, don't even trip, don't even trip. There we go. We just smack up these little generators just real quick. Oh, come on. There we go. There we go. I felt like we were almost gonna lose him, to be honest, because this big exo idiot almost interrupted us. Okay, all right. Oh, we're doing big things now. I didn't even know that we're allowed to play baseball. Smash him up. Now, I get it. We are super strong. And, you know, are a heck of a lot more powerful than them, but, you know. Punch the crap out of him. Love it. Hulk smash. Alright. Now let's do these final two. Oh, hold on. I don't trust these robot-looking things. They get on my nerves. Making me angry. You know, you come here, buddy. Come here. Yeah, I got those. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Now, this is what a real tank does. Slap you up. Give you a little piece of my mind.
The cell's generators are now accessible.
Yep. Didn't ask for it. Didn't purchase it. I want a full refund. Plus a little extra on top for my inconvenience. There you go. Feel like, Kamala, you could have took care of this last one. You could have took care of it, but you know, it's fine. We took care of it on our own. Alright, so hey Tavish, welcome on back, buddy. Oh. Yeah, sorry, I was just getting into Hulk's just capabilities of smashing every and all the enemies. As we're almost done with this this last mission here. Seem to be leveling up pretty quickly, getting to at least the level cap very quickly. I'm gonna throw that on over there. Alright. Crush their skulls. See, and I was just talking about that while you were away. The Avengers are out here killing people, and I don't think we're discussing that enough. You know? Because, I mean, I guess for, like, the robots, so the aimed robots, that's fine. You know, those are robots. Even though, you know, it's a little bit unfair. Depending on, you know, what you think about, you know, robots and, you know, their sentience. You know, is that really justified? I think that's a conversation for another time. But for the humans, like, if you think about how, like, just this move alone, hanging onto them by their leg and smashing them on the ground, what human is going to survive that? And then you have, like, Thor, where he throws his hammer, and if it lands on an enemy, it pins them down. Do you know how heavy Mjolnir is? That is like a heavy, that hammer is heavy. And it just being on someone's chest, they're not breathing anymore. They're dead. They are dead. And while it is fun to throw that hammer, to just be like, yeah, and they just get like pinned to the wall, and then you just attack them till they like die. And even for like Hulk, like grabbing onto their leg and just slamming them on the ground. As fun as that is, when you start thinking about it too much, it's kind of like they're dead. They are dead. And the Avengers caused it, you know? No humans will live. Exactly. None. You got Black Widow literally busting caps in people. Hello?
I don't even want to think about what Monica planned to do with these people.
Like, this is why you're not supposed to think into it so much, because then you start looking at these superheroes and you're like, superhero? It was crazy because I saw like this one post. I saw this one post on Facebook that was like, Mr. Freeze, all he wanted to do was like cool down the earth and Poison Ivy wanted to like, I think they were saying like repopulate like the earth with like forest or something like that, and we are supposed to put all of our trust in the like the hedge fund baby or something like that. And it's like, okay, I get what you're going for, I get it, but on one side of the coin, yes, they did want, like, yes, Mr. Freeze did want to cool down the earth. He also wanted to freeze it, you know, which would, you know, indefinitely kill more than, you know, kill more people than, you know, keep them alive, you know. And then Poison Ivy is like, you know, yes, you know, plants breathe in our carbon dioxide, put out the oxygen, but, you know, if she can control the plants, she can like have them kill us, you know? Like there's this just this power dynamic that you just don't wanna, you know? And then there's Captain America, whose shield can pierce metal, and Iron Man, who shoot lasers and causing people to have giant holes in them. Exactly. We haven't even gotten into all of that. Like, I'm sure that shield made of vibranium, no, it just doesn't just like hit things. Oh, it can ricochet off of metal. I'm pretty sure that shield would be able to rip through skin. I'm pretty sure. But I'm guessing we're not supposed to talk about that because Captain America is the hero. Okay. Yes, please remind me after this mission. We are hashtag Daddy Tribe. Who in this case, Briss, who is Daddy? Cause I definitely did not come up with Daddy Tribe, and I do not call any part of my community Daddy Tribe. That's what one Solar Players fan base is called. We are the Daddy. I'm not. I am so far from that. I can barely take care of myself. I can barely eat 3 meals a day. I have no business being any kind of parental figure to anybody at all. Like, that is, I figured that is, that should be, there should definitely be checklists of, you know, are you allowed to call this person daddy? And, wow. I'm going to be community chat. Why not, Dad? We need you. I'm hungry. Me too. Like, that does not help. It literally does not help if the children are like, I'm so hungry, what are we gonna eat? And I'm like, I'm hungry too. I didn't have breakfast or lunch, you know? I got some snacks, you know? And it's like, snacks isn't a healthy part of anybody's balanced breakfast, lunch, or dinner. And I'm like, well, y'all gonna have these Cheez-Its and call it a day. Daddy, I can't watch you on my phone, doesn't low out. I'm dying. It's like, no, it's pretty hilarious. It is pretty hilarious because it's always like, I've always had that kind of, just mentally for me, once I get to the point where I can get past the fact that actual children need 3 meals a day, every day, up until, like, basically until they're 18. So like 18 years, that's 365 days, because you can't exclude the weekends. That's the thing. There's these different parts about, you know, about humanity and, you know, like life, where it's just like, I'm serious though, I can only watch you on PC. Maybe you have to crap. Kamala, just use your thing. You can pick me up. Maybe, you know, maybe you'll have to watch me on Facebook, Briss. fb.gg/1soloplayer1. Jeff, thank you so much for liking the stream. I really appreciate it. Not sure where you came in, but apparently I now started. I can watch other streams on Twitch. I think it's on your end. Is it? Hold on, let me see. Because I know before I didn't have an issue. We're doing so good. But yeah, so basically I've always had this kind of like this adult checklist for when I'm technically an adult and when I am ready, or when I should be able to be ready to have kids. The number one on that checklist has always been, once I get over the fact that I would have to feed a child 365 days for 18 years. So that's 365 times 18. I would have to feed them consecutively. That many amount of days. And I mean, okay, you know, there's somewhere, you know, maybe if they're like, you know, if they get sick, or, you know, maybe if they're like, you know, I'm not hungry, I don't want to eat, you know, they're throwing a temper tantrum, and I'm like, well, you don't get to eat, you know, eat your spit, or something like that, you know, where that can happen. And I thought I just did this one. Okay. Interesting. I just thought I did that one. So that's number one. That has always been number one. Once I get over that, that should be good to go. And then, oh, I guess we didn't get this part. All right. And then the second one is that I would have to, I sent you a text. I would have to, I press play and nothing. Hold on, let me see while I'm down. So that's interesting, because right now it's showing that I have a couple of viewers on Twitch. So I'm not sure if it's you, or if someone, or if other people are having that kind of are having that issue. If so, please let me know. And then I can try to like toggle it and see, but right now everything is working. And again, Briss, if you're having issues, fb.gg/1soloplayer1, we'd love to have you over there. The next one, in terms of when I know I'll be ready to be a parent, is being able to understand that when there's scary things like spiders, monsters under the bed, all of that, I then become the responsible person for that. I can't tell the child to, you know, oh, there's a spider, you know, no, hey, well, you gotta kill it. You know, I would have to kill it. I have to take care of all of that. I don't want to take care of all of that. That's just gonna be, you know, for me, dog. So far, those are the only two things. Those are the only two things that I have that I'm like, once I can get over those, we may be working with something. We may be in business to be a parental figure. But until then, absolutely not. Absolutely not. All right. Okay. All right. Can we get these last two? And then we get this last one. I believe this will be the end of the mission. There we go. That took forever, but we got a crap load of gear. I'm still terrified of zombies. I can't. Zuckerberg is a lizard. On mobile app though, yes, on mobile app. You can download the Facebook gaming app and watch through there. I can't. Zuckerberg is a lizard person. Facebook Gaming is a separate entity, even though its parent company is Facebook. Technically, Facebook, they are their own separate umbrella. It's just like where Google is like their own thing, but they have different, you know, different sub companies where it is their own thing. So out of here with that. Hey Prince, how's it going? I'm still terrified of zombies and I'm 13. Zombies is like, Zombies, see, that's the thing, because the supernatural elements, it's like no one can really get over that, because especially where there's no, when is the ASMR portion? There is no ASMR portion. I don't have ASMR stream. I don't have the ASMR setup, so you just get my voice and be happy with it. Before we move on to the next one, we're actually going to go on over to the helicarrier, because there was some gear that was sent basically to our vault that we have to clean out, and then we need to level up some things. Whisper into mic. How does this sound? Can you hear me? What does that sound like? Did that work? Did that sound ASMR like? Visit Sydney Levine to collect rewards. Well, Sydney Levine is not here. Dead. Oh my gosh. Absolutely not. Where that is the only thing that's close to ASMR as it was ever going to get. So clip that. Enjoy that. Do what you will, but that's that. That is. Oh no, that's no. I don't want to put that into there. But we can delete these because we can do this at 30. This at 28. All right. This one at 31. Okay. And this one is going to be 28. And then we can delete all these other ones. And we're at power level 37. Okay. What's your skin root? Oh, I was about to say, what do you mean my skin root? What are you talking about? But you mean skin routine. I don't have one. I should have one, but I don't. Actually, I think what might have actually helped, I stopped drinking soda. So I know that was like one of those major things, or maybe it was like a myth or something growing up, but I know like a lot of people was like, oh, avoid sugary drinks like soda and da. I stopped drinking soda at the beginning of the year. It was actually a like a New Year's resolution of mine, because I've always wanted to, like, you know, people's like, oh, I'm giving up all the sweets and da. I'm not doing all that. I need to wean myself. So I actually gave up soda. So, you know, maybe that's why. Thank you, though, you know. Or unless you're just kidding with me and you're just trying to be flattering and you're like, your skin looks the same. It's not that good. But either way, maybe that's that. Hello. Collections. We got some intelligence files. I can't wait to unlock all of these so that I can actually do like a breakdown of all of these. I can't even go without soda for 1 hour. One thing that's helped me is I now drink a lot of like Crystal Light, which to me is like a soda substitute. Like I drink a lot of like soda substitutes, so like, you know, things that are like sugar free, calorie free, where you can like mix into like water and things like that. I don't count those as soda because I feel like soda is the one where it's like a, you know, carbonation, all those extra added sugars and fructose, dextrose and all that and other stuff. If it has too many things, it's just like, just drink the real thing. What do you mean just drink the real thing? Crystal Light is the real thing. The heck? Oh, I wasn't talking to you. Let's go to the faction places because I think we leveled up some of them. So we're gonna do all that. Gotta drink. Those are worse. Gotta drink the Mexican sodas. Even then, I'm like, there's still sugar in there. There's still that whole. I'm not sure. So with real sugar from Cane's. I mean, now that I've been off of it for almost a year, I'm like, I don't really need it anymore. You know, it's just like, I don't need it. You know, I don't have the taste for it anymore.
Oh, over here.
All right. We're actually gonna hold on buying these gear. Like this gear until we get closer to like 100. Oh, we've unlocked this bottom one. Okay, perfect. But yeah, we're gonna hold off buying these gears until we like hit like 100. Any bang today? There ain't been no bang since ever. If you mean the same amount of let's travel to the regular outpost, do the humans faction, and then we'll hop right back into it. Oh, you mean the game. Good night, Prince. Hope you have a wonderful evening. Yeah, so the stop. All right. The game, so I personally play that game even off stream. So I play it off stream. Just like on stream, there is a couple, like there's other games I want to like hop into to make sure that I'm that is the wrong one. There's other games that I want to make sure to revisit, hop into, make sure that I'm on track for when new things come out. So we will be doing Mobile Legends coming up pretty soon once we get all of this like under control and, you know, level up where we're supposed to and whatnot. But no bang on the stream.
All right, you do you, even if you suck.
Wow,
Totally.
Maddie Cho, you are not kidding. You are just so rude. Maybe if you had something I'd actually want to buy, we don't have to worry about it. All right, let's go back to the leveling. Let's do this one. It's plus 10. That should provide a pretty good challenge. But we can also level up our we can level up some of our abilities. Will you play with your viewers? So in Mobile Legends, I actually do with, so when I do play, I do play with viewers. I do it to where it's like, because I get so many people that ask to play, I do like a one game maximum. I just post up like my game codes and everything, so that they add me, and then we play one game, and then I back out, and then if someone else wants to invite me to another game, we'll play and back out. For any other games, so like games for like PlayStation or any of those things, I will entertain playing with people, but I cannot join a PlayStation party right now because of the way the audio is set up. Like, if people wanted to invite me to play a PlayStation game, I would have, like, you'd have to, if we have to communicate, it has to be on Discord. Otherwise, I'm not talking. I won't be able to hear you. You won't be able to hear me. That's that. How many people trying to play with you in Mobile Legends? Literally, you will get people coming inside that will just ask, like, first time viewers of the stream, and people will literally ask, hey, can we play a game? And I'm like, yeah, because the great thing about that is if they add you as a friend, you get rewards for playing with friends. So it's kind of like a win-win-win kind of situation. But also I don't want to just make it so that I'm just playing with one person like the whole time. I like to, you know, make sure everyone gets a fair chance to get those play with friend rewards. So, yeah. Skills. 14 skill points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Going over to mastery. And we got 5. Well, hold on. Let's go over to, let's see what specialty has to offer. All right, increases thunderclap damage by 25%. I like that. And then this one, thunderclap will destroy incoming projectiles and further increases damage by 25%. So that is a total of a 50% damage increase. I like that. Okay, okay. There's a 50% chance defeating enemies with thunderclap will cause them to drop a region pack. Okay. Heroic pack. Enemies who survive thunderclap become taunted. Okay. Play some Phasmophobia on VR. Absolutely not. So funny thing, Briss. I may be playing a game that's not necessarily scary to other people, but maybe scary to me for Halloween. I have not committed towards it yet, but I may be playing a scary game in which if I tell you the name of it, people may not be like, well, that's not scary, but I am the most scariest person ever. And I've actually done like a test of this game and I played like a portion of the game and I can't. Hint. I'm making really cryptic. Neck shivers. That's the hint there. That is the hint. And again, I've not fully committed to it just yet, but may do something seasonal. All right, so let's see. The distance of thunderclap shockwave is increased by 30%. I like that. Creates a brief vacuum that draws in nearby enemies before launching them upwards with the attack. The attack creates a gamma radiation zone that inflicts gamma damage to affected enemies, but regenerates 2% willpower every second for teammates within the area. Like that. Until dawn. Nope. Focus the thunderclap shockwave into a narrow area of effect, but increases both damage and stun by 25%, demolishing enemies caught in the blast. So basically, if I do 1, 2, and 3, that is a 75%. That is a 75% damage increase. I feel like we're definitely going to do that. Because this one, that's just saying this. So this decreases. Because usually once we, like, when we activate our ultimate, it's because we're so crowded. What year is it from? It launched this year. I need the one where it says like defeated enemies, because I know everyone has it. I need one that says all defeated enemies gets a chance of performing a takedown. Yep, this is the one. And that's that. That's intrinsic, and that's intrinsic overcharge. Last of Us. I already beat Last of Us. That's not scary. That one is absolutely not scary. It's sad, but not scary. I mean, even though a lot of people is like, oh, Abby, yeah, F Abby, da 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 da, like, say some controversial stuff, but you know, I don't think Abby was the villain in that game. That's all I'm going to say about that. Resident Evil. I would not even get past the first part. Would not even get past the first part. So this is the support one. Enemies who are taunted by bone sugar cause them to... Enemies have reduced impact. Defeat 5 enemies, and that's defeat 5. Will restore all willpower. Okay. What about this one? The Assault Heroic. That one, okay. 50% chance it will Heroic Orb. Deals 200 more stun damage at the end of the Stranglehold Heroic. Okay. On the final slam, the impact causes a massive radial hazard of irradiated gamma particles. As long as enemies are inside the hazardous area, they will take a small amount of damage, additional damage, as well as gamma damage. This one, 50% chance to be the enemy. Okay. Stranglehold taunts nearby enemies and instantly overcharges the... Okay. Grants an additional charge of the Stranglehold ability. So I like this one and then that one. Yeah, perfect. All right, so already we're starting to see Hulk's final kit is growing to be very, very nice. We just need to make sure we get this gear. Intrinsic specific moves can now be used without overcharging. Yeah, whatever that's at. Resident, what are you eating? I'm eating cake. This is my leftovers, kind of like my unfinished leftovers from dinner. And I had cake that I never finished, that I'm for sure finishing. I was about to say congratulations. Yeah, but no, that's just the streaming platform. Well, I use Restream. That's letting me know that we've had over 100 messages in total across all platforms. So thank you guys so much for chatting and, you know, being a part of the stream. I appreciate it. That's why they're so weak. I'm like, or so strong, I should say. I'm like, why is it taking forever for them to die? Like, hurry up. But it's because, again, this is a plus 10 from our power levels, so it makes sense that they would be just a teeny bit stronger.
This team will not be easy to neutralize. Every Every member of the elite team must be defeated.
Pick up some of those mats. Oh, get off the tree. Trying to figure out the best way to go in there, but I'm pretty sure we'd have to defeat all of the enemies outside and then go inside through there, and then we'll be able to access those chests. But you know, we'll see.
We don't have a Hulk.
Or we get one shot. That's okay too. Show us the cake. It's gone. Like literally, that was my last bite. It was lemon cake, though, I can tell you that. Lemon cake is like now my favorite type of cake. That I take that as a compliment, all right? Because some of us, sometimes there are times where I don't eat. You know, Beyonce. All right, don't get banned. All right, I will pause this stream to mute you for you cursing like that in the stream. All right, we're just here to have a fun time. We are not here for lies and hateration and holleration, all right? Yeah, oh yes. Yeah, end him. End his life. You know, I'm just not even going to acknowledge. Not gonna even acknowledge what you just said. Cause you know what? You're entitled. You are entitled to whatever you wanna believe, Briss. If you wanna stand Drake, go ahead. Stand him until the roosters come home, alright?
We'll need to take
You do
control
that.
of their systems.
You do that, alright? But I feel like a lot of us knows the difference.
Enemy unit close to your location. They may drop something useful if defeated.
I mean, that's good. That's good that the enemy unit may drop something useful. You know, we're always in need of something like that, you know? Oh yeah, don't send those kissy faces. Don't send that kissy face after you just hurt my feelings. Oh, come on. Totally had him.
Oh man, this hurts.
Oh, they did. Oh, okay. All right, Hulk. All right, yeah, I get that. I guess we get angry.
Here's a
He gets super angry. What that mouth do? You know, eats. Sometimes talks a lot. Sometimes doesn't talk at all. You know, it just does whatever it wants to do. That's, you know, that's really what it does. It you know, sometimes it has a mind of its own. You know, it just. Some days you just never know. It's a mystery. Y'all wanna? Okay, guess no one wanted to help me take down the Dreadbot. Like, and that's why all of y'all died. Wonderful. Open sesame. Let's see if we can upgrade any of our gear for now. So 28 to 29, I like that. Well, that's, I mean, they're both 31, but that one is a gold 31, so we're going to keep that. Skills, we got 1 skill point. So, what else? Well, like this 50% chance, stranglehold taunt, and then grants an additional charge of stranglehold heroic ability. Yeah, I like that one. Doing more. I wish I could donate. I mean, you can. I should have at the bottom of my panels, there should be a donate button. In which you can, if you want to, like, you know, I'll never say you have to, or, you know, go out of my way to be like, yo, donate. But if you feel inclined to, there should be a donation panel up there for those purposes. Exactly.
I need more time. Keep the area free of hostiles.
Hey, there we go. Ah, okay. Yeah, I mean, I figured we died a lot that run, so of course it wouldn't, of course we would have some issues there. Plus we're still like 10 levels under what it should be, so.
We'll need to take control of their systems. Get me to the location on your HUD. Bypassing their security will take some time. Keep the area clear, but stay in range of the control point.
Wow. I'm just tired of the robots not really, you know, contributing their weight to, you know, what we're trying to do here to take down these AIM forces. And then you got these the AIs that's just like, oh, we're just gonna do the bare minimum. Heck yeah, just beat them up. Pick up one of them. There we go. What mode is this? So this is the this is called Avengers Initiative. So it doesn't exactly have like a mode, but I am doing the mission. So like basically for so like if you remember from Anthem, you had like different mission difficulties. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if you played Anthem, Briss. But if you did, each like mission had like it had like you know, beginning or like beginner, intermediate, advanced, like you know, hard 1, hard or challenge 1, challenge 2, challenge 3. This one is like there's only 4 additional like settings. There's 4 like difficulty settings. This one's at the second difficult setting.
Stay in range of the control point.
I mean, I would love to if my team was able to, you know, there we go. Beat the crap out of him.
I need more time. Keep the area free of hostiles.
I mean, I'm trying, Jarvis. We're trying. Okay, that was gear.
I'm through the first firewall. I'm working as quickly as possible.
Okay, now we're anger.
I'm almost done. Hang in there.
Well, I mean, we're at 93%. We should be good. We just gotta survive. There we go. Oh, come on. You know, Thor is the oldest and wisest Avenger. I mean, Thor is a god. He is a literal god. But I do love him in this game. Earlier I was mentioning that once we finish leveling up all of our Avengers, I'm thinking it's either between him or Captain America that I want to like be the Avenger I main. At least until the new characters come out, because like when Hawkeye comes out or Kate, when she comes out, I'll have to decide either between Kate or Clint. But you know, they have bows, and I love my bows. So I will be deciding from one of those who I want to main. But until then, I'm trying to decide if I want to main like Captain America or Thor. He just acts funny and dumb to be likable in movies. Bop. I believe that. Definitely he gets the Hollywood treatment.
If you can gain control of AIM's network temporarily, I can infiltrate their security system.
Ooh. Hey.
Head for the terminal so I can get you inside the lab.
And we'll go ahead and get to this actual terminal.
AIM's network is equipped with a multi-point.
He's the key to the MCU in terms of they're making a lot of TV shows and movies, so they're using him to intro characters from other planets in Universal. I mean, it makes sense, you know, from the from Endgame, he's supposed to be joining the Guardians of the Galaxy. And so that's, you know, that's supposed to be happening there. And there's supposed to be like a She-Thor or something like that.
The shutdown protocol is progressing.
It's like, yeah, let's pop that and get that healing.
Me from their system.
We weren't supposed to die. I'm just still holding out on I'm still holding out on that Black Widow. She'll still be able to like live on. Even though it kind of like, I get it. It makes sense. Kamala, can you do something? Like, do something actual?
This may shock you.
That... Wow. We're about to lose, and it's all her fault. All her fault. All of it. All of it. Because she just decided she just wanted to stand there and do nothing.
If you can gain control of AIM's, I can infiltrate their security system. Head for the terminal so I can get you inside the lab. AIM's network is equipped with a multi-point authentication system.
Sure, sure, sure. Yes, we'll
terminals.
stand on all of
The more
them.
the better.
We'll stand on all the terminals. Wait till it reaches 100 and you'll be good. I know, Jarvis. We've been through this. We've been through this so many times. She-Hulk is Hulk's cousin. She got into an accident and needs some blood, so Banner gave her
You cannot let
his blood. Is that true? Like, I am like not up to date with like actual like Marvel lore.
beginning infiltration.
Like, when I decide to make like lore videos, especially about this game, it will absolutely be from, this is what happens in game. This is according to the documents in the story in the game. Now, if you know what happened in the comic books and everything, that's fine. But what this collection in the game says happens, that's the one we're going to stick with.
That helps, thank you.
Ask me and I got you. I mean, that's good, but again, if I ever decide, which I am leaning towards, if I ever wanted to start like a lore channel, it would only be from the lore in the game.
AIM is trying to remove
You
me
know,
from their system.
because I know that there's other lore channels out there where they like look at other things from like outside, and it's like, well, you know, if we look at this thing and we look at this other thing from this text from outside of the game, you know, it gets to kind of just be a little bit like, you know. I'm just very, very equal in the sense of, you know, it's not fair if not everyone has access to the knowledge. That's just my opinion. Well, if the game don't consider canon, then you'll have a problem. Isn't considered canon, then you'll have a problem. No, because if the game decides that it wants to have its own story, then that might actually be very helpful to me, because then I don't have to worry about the actual canon. I mean, but don't they... I was gonna say, didn't they... Isn't A-Day like an actual, like, line in the Marvel, like, comic universe, kinda?
I'm inside AIM security.
Because I thought A-Day was like something that actually like happened in the comic universe already, and then they like adjusted it as like a video game, or is that something that has not happened? Oh, and then thank you so much for the follow, Josue. I really appreciate it. I mean, either way, it's like, at least for me, it's like either way, if the game is technically considered actual lore, like is actually like canon in the lore, then it's like, okay, still, if you have to go somewhat, like if you have to go out there for like the history, for like additional information, maybe I'll entertain it. But the large part of it is they have like a lot, like in this collections tab, if they'll let me access it. But as I showed before, they have like a collections tab where they have like several different stories. So like here, so if we go here and go to intelligence, they have all these different kind of like data points of different parts that like talk about what happened just in the universe in the game, you know? So like you have like, oh, Monica's lab, like I'm assuming like that one, I haven't read them all yet, but it's like I'm assuming this one is all about, you know, like Monica, like how she conducted, like what she did, you know, with Professor Tarleton and all that, like how she became like either the mastermind, or maybe it takes place after that. Again, I don't know, I haven't read it yet. But then you have A-Day preparations, you have A-Day aftermath, so what, like I'm guessing immediately what happened after the A-Day incident. So it's like all these different things where I'm like, oh yeah, you can like totally discuss all of these other things. If there is something outside, you know, outside the universe or outside the game that you could point to, great, but I just think it's, you know, it kind of just does a disservice to, you know, especially for the people who, you know, may not, you know, have the means to, you know, get that knowledge outside, because just as we, you know, discussed before, the Marvel comic universe is like an 80-year-old like franchise, you know? And that's kind of like, oh my gosh, are you kidding? If they're like, yeah, we took like this one thing and yeah. I really wish they would stop shooting at me. I'd appreciate that very much. I think the game isn't canon. Yeah, I mean, I don't think that they would make the game canon either. I do know, like, so like from everything that I know about like the Marvel, you know, like the Marvel as a company and everything, they're very protective of the Marvel IP. So if the game has its own like canon and its own thing, like they have like, it's been Marvel approved essentially. So if it's his own little thing, it's like, it's fine. It's just like its own thing, and Marvel does, you know, approve of it.
AIM's network is equipped with a multi-point authentication system. I need access to multiple terminals. The more the better. AIM AIM will attempt to initiate a shutdown protocol if they gain access to the terminal. You cannot let them. The shutdown protocol is progressing.
I hate these riot
AIM is
bots.
trying to remove me from their system. I'm inside AIM security.
Perfect. What do you mean A still hasn't been gotten yet? I thought I got A. I didn't. I just beat up that stiletto robot that's still alive. This little thing. Get out of here.
Infiltration.
There we go. Any shows you're watching? I mean, nothing new. I've been like trying to keep up with like some like the new horror movies or like any horror movies. I just finished the Haunting Bly Manor, which I thought was really good. I need to catch up on Bob's Burgers. I know that they have new episodes that I've just not been keeping up with. I kind of want to wait till like the whole season comes out and then I watch them all so that I don't have to worry about, oh, when's the next episode coming out, because I hate doing that. It's what I have to do. It's kind of like what I decided to do with what's that, Lovecraft Country. Love that show. I hate waiting weekly for it, so I just kind of decided to wait until like the whole, essentially wait until like the whole season is like done. You can watch horror movies but not play horror games. Exactly, because it's one thing to watch a horror movie unfold and watch someone else go through it versus having to be the catalyst for all the scary things to happen. It's like being like the main character for the horror movie. For like the horror scenario, I don't want to be that guy. That is not what I sign up for when I think about, you know, the horror movie or like the horror situation paradigm. I want to see, like, I have no problem watching other people play horror movies or play horror video games. It's just when I'm in like the driver's seat where I'm like, I can't. Thank you, Natasha, for picking me up. Yeah, just smash on him.
I'm inside AIM security system. I've breached AIM security network.
He's dead. Well, he's not dead. He disappeared, but he should have been dead after that. But it's okay. We beat it. And give us the salute. Oh, we're not finished. Awkward. I was waiting for that glorious end screen, but I guess we don't get that.
You made it.
Wow. What? It's, you know what? Some people just, there's a method to some people's madness. Sometimes some people can handle horror situations. Sometimes some people can't. You know? That's just like that whole dynamic of the, you know, immersive theater. Like, I can go through like a horror themed immersive theater experience, but not a horror movie game.
Destroy it.
Wingardium Leviosa. What are you trying to levitate? Let's get this Expecto Patronum. I mean, you know, Harry Potter is and will always will be, you know, the best thing. I don't know why we're you know, recanting Harry Potter spells, but none of that. None of that. We will not do the Unforgivables. That is not acceptable. It's unforgivable. Oh, that was loud. Oh my gosh, stop. Yeah, I kind of knew that. Kind of knew that was the end of that.
AIM has an arc reactor close by. Destroy it.
Let's see. Can we raise up some of our level just a teeny bit? Oh, we just get to level 30 or level 40. That'd be good. All right, they're really making us work to hit this big 4-0. Wow, shit. You know, I may be, but I'm not going to let your insults get to me, because at least I am magical. And you're a squib. Can't wait for the Harry Potter open world game. I can't either. And I mean, and it's like, it's sad because, you know, I get it. There's a lot of people who are, you know, where, you know, it's like, you know, they can't separate the, you know, the creator from, you know, the art from the artist, essentially, you know. J.K. Rowling, unfortunately, has beliefs that aren't, you know, that aren't correct, essentially. But the amount of people who worked on that game, who is working on that game, you know, who do have the proper beliefs, you know, who, you know, are in that right frame of mind, I just don't believe it's fair to them. You know, especially because it's like the fact that they didn't know, like, you know, some of that, you know, that money and that development costs and everything. It'd be different if she was like, you know, before y'all start developing this game, let me tell y'all what I think. You know, they're like, it doesn't matter about that. You know, it's like, this is something that literally just came out. And, you know, at least her own beliefs, like, you know, what was it that she even said? She is against the, it's basically, she doesn't think that trans people are the actual gender that they identify as. So, like, you'll see a lot of people say, you know, like, trans women are women, to people like J.K. Rowling, she would say, no, trans women aren't women. They are whatever they were born as, even though gender is not, like, a lot of people don't know how to like dissect, you know, biology from gender, which is like gender is a societal thing. It is not attached to whatever genitalia you have. So why would you do that? Why do you just like stand there and it's like, hey, I'm just not going to help you out, Hulk, just die. So because she was so like adamant about that and the actions that she took after that, after she received like so much backlash, you know, of course there's that community where they're like, yeah, I'm not playing this game, and you know, no one should support this game. But it's just like despite what it is, it's like I don't have to support, and this is like my personal opinion, I don't have to support J.K. Rowling. Like, I don't support her, but I also am not going to pretend that Harry Potter wasn't an important part of me growing up and accepting, like, it was a part of me growing up. Like, honestly, like, me being the, like, a partial point of me being who I am today was thanks to Harry Potter. And I think it's just as harmful to completely block that out based off of information that we're just now learning how many years after the franchise has, you know, been released and completed. So yeah, that's just my stance on it. Like, I do believe that, you know, trans people are whatever gender they identify as. So trans women are women, trans men are men. But you cannot ask me to deny a crucial part of my, you know, my development and growth based off of, you know, someone that no one had any idea about. Now, it would be different if it was like, oh, you know, she didn't do this or she didn't do that. Like, she did that and now she's like putting out more of like these different like mediums and everything and stuff. And it's like, oh yeah, I'm lining up for the next book. That'll be different. I believe it's like, it's always to the point of when you learn about what they've done, it's how you react moving forward after that. Not backtracing to basically the conception of their, you know, their art on the world, and then saying, well, now I can't love any of that. Because if that's the case, then there's so much, like, we'd honestly have to like delete everything we've ever grown attached with, because if you drew out the damn map, you know, everything that was used for us like to grow up and understand about ourselves can be considered as problematic, especially in the 90s. So that's just my opinion on that. But going back to your question, my house is Ravenclaw Pride all the way. If you want to be evil wizard, I take it you're Slytherin. Which, I mean, if that's what you aspire to be, you know, live your best life. But I will absolutely be in Ravenclaw. 100%.
The reactor is powered by 4 energy junctions. Destroying them should destroy the reactor.
Let's see, maybe if we started taking out some of these enemies before we started taking out some of those shields, we'll probably survive a lot easier. Okay, yeah. I just love it when we grab onto them and we just start smashing them. Like, this is just like cake for us. Except he is going to take a long time to die. All right. Alright. Yeah, I like this better. I'm doing the quiz right now. I mean, I'm thinking, and I feel like you would... I don't know, I wouldn't take you as a Slytherin, honestly, Brisk. I wouldn't take you as a Slytherin. I would say you would either be a Gryffindor or a Hufflepuff. Which some people will tell you, like some people who are uneducated would be like, oh, Hufflepuff, but I feel like those people, you know, they're just saying that just because they don't really understand what the houses represent. But if you were one of those two, I wouldn't be surprised. Now we could take out some of these while we're at it. We have a bit of the enemies out. Wow. We're supposed to vacuum them in, not make them be pushed off the ledge. That is not what that ultimate is supposed to do. No, don't do that. Just give me the health and let me move on. That's all I want to do. All right, well, okay. Let's just get A out of the way. Warrior's Fury. I was like, oh, I have not. And see, and that's one of the things about like this, the artifact as well. It's like, I keep forgetting I have that. I have Tires of Fence. So I could technically, no, okay. Okay, get out of there. First and foremost, hop up there. There we go. We can... And we're armored, we're doing good, we're getting health as we're attacking, killing everybody. Get that health. Let's get this mech out the way. Thank you for finally using your ultimate, Kamala. Because everyone else just feels like, hey, we have like these ultimate powers. Let's just like hang on to them and not use them because we're computers. I think that's a great idea. But yeah, I think we're doing great so far. Okay, like don't shoot me when I'm already down. I'm still waiting for Black Widow to make everyone invisible.
Act like cattle, you get the prod.
Oh, all of a sudden. You know how to shock enemies. You know how to make yourself invisible. You know how to do all. Oh, now she knows how to make us invisible. Okay, better late than never, I suppose. Now see, this is what I get. I was like, this is what I get for trying to... Oh, here we go. I was about to say, I got my own ultimate. Yep. We took 2 of them down. Let's go. And he's down. Great. All right, let's finish this. Before I get mad. Before I get down one more time, then I have to start the mission all over again. Thor, you can help. I promise. It's okay. It's okay. You can hit the fence too. Promise. It's okay. I got Ravenclaw. I think this is wrong. Did you answer? So which one did you do? Did you do like a random one off the internet, or did you go to, I believe there's like a official Harry Potter one?
Thank you, Avengers. We'll continue monitoring AIM's facilities. Last thing we need is a highly unstable arc reactor in their hands.
Can we at least get to 40? Don't think they want to see, they don't want to see us succeed. They're giving us all crap gear. Oh, you got a random, see, that's the thing. You have to go to like the actual one. Because what a lot of those quizzes will do is that, hold on, let me see. A lot of those quizzes, like you can tell kind of like what the answers are like. The answers are so like specific and guide you to like certain houses where you can like tell, okay, oh, there's only like 4 options. I wonder what this option means. Like the most, you know, laid back answer is the most courageous answer, the most like smartest, wittiest answer, and then the most evilest answer. Like, what kind of quiz is that? No. So this is the one that it's going to show up in everybody's everyone's chat. So basically, if you want to figure out what your actual Hogwarts house is, everyone, that is the place you go to. That is the one. You create an account, and from there you take that quiz. That is the most truest answer. That one's the most truest test, and that one is from what I remember when I took it, it doesn't it's not, oh, you select 4 answers all the time. It's like sometimes there's 4 options, sometimes there's 2 options. Like the amount of questions and everything is not static, so it's kind of hard to like see where it's taking you. But I'd say go to that one and try that test and see what it says. All right, we are at 39. Let's see what else we can do. Yeah, we already did that one. I need something that's going to give me gear. I want the gear. I believe we have to do the villain sectors anyway, so let me do that right now. Let me just make sure objectives, assignments. No, not in assignments, but yeah, gathering of evil and old foes. So we've got to defeat a couple of those.
Identified the location of one of Scientist Supreme's cloning experiments. We think it might be another version of Abomination. Obviously, this isn't something the Resistance can handle on their own.
I'd probably do this one. I'm gonna do this one tomorrow once I finish up leveling Holt. But we've got a day and a couple of hours to do that, but that looks like an exotic piece that it gives you, so we definitely want to make sure we're getting all the exotics that we deserve.
There is a group of AIM forces up ahead.
Ooh, unspent skill points, naturally. We're just gonna go 7. Let's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wrong button. Let's go over to mastery. Let's do 6 and 7 to at least finish out melee. Was that prayer? Okay. Yep. We want to keep that as it is. Increases damage and impact of held enemies. I like that already. 15% improved grab chance attempts will succeed against evasive enemies. I like that as well. Slamming held enemies with heavy attacks has a 15% chance to regenerate regen packs. I like 1 and 2. I like the 15%, but I also like the increased damage and impact of held enemies by 20%. So I'm guessing this one is more for, so this one it would be helpful for like those invasive ones and everything. I kind of like that one. Dude, I got Ravenclaw. We're brothers, I guess. Not brothers, but we're in the same house. But I mean, I can see it. I can see it. I guess you just don't. You don't show off the typical, at least to me, you don't show off the typical Ravenclaw vibes. But I mean, if you took 2 tests and it's like Ravenclaw, then it is what it is. I want to do increased damage and impact by held enemies by 20% because 20% is better than 15%. And this one is guaranteed. This one is a maybe. And I hate maybes. I hate maybes under 50%. Let's see. Attacks with held enemies are now protected from interruption from enemy attacks. However, the damage will still be applied. Okay. Held enemies take 30% less damage on hit with light grab combos. Okay. R2 while holding a grab enemy to absorb incoming damage. Forces dropping of enemy when successful. Okay. Okay. I like this one. I'm gonna keep that. Yeah, let's keep that. Let's keep that the way that it is. What's the typical vibes? I don't know. I've just always thought of the, like, all the Ravenclaws that I've, like, noticed and, like, you know, also communicated with are kind of more, like, analytical. They're more, they have like a different approach to things where it's like, you know, you look at all the other houses, you know, and it's like the most, I guess, the most basic kind of explanation that I would say is like, okay, in making any choice, the Hufflepuff is like down for whatever. You know, I'd like to say the Hufflepuff is like down for whatever. It's like, yo, if everyone's gonna do it, let's do it. The Slytherin is going to think, well, what's in it for me? How is this going to benefit me? Is this something that's, you know, how is it going to affect me? They're all about themselves. The Gryffindor is going to be about, is this the right thing to do? You know, and it's like, no matter what the stakes are, no matter what the cost is this the right thing to do? If it is, no matter what, we have to do it. Ravenclaw's like, well, let's start thinking this, like, let's make sure that, you know, we exhaust all options. Let's think about everything, you know, before we like hop in, you know? They are more analytical of everything, you know? And that's just one of several qualities, but that's how I've always approached what a like basically like on a very, very elementary level of how that different houses approach a how to approach a decision. And I've not seen The Mandalorian. I need to see The Mandalorian. That is a definite. All right. Okay.
Attack formation! Challenge gone!
All right, that was easy. Season 2 this month. Yeah, once I get down to it, like I'll be able to like binge it. I feel like I'll be able to binge watch it and get through the first season. I just have to steel myself to actually watch it, because what happens whenever I try to like watch anything, like especially like a show, if I don't have, like, not that I don't have the time, but if I don't discipline myself enough to watch it, I'll end up watching like a scary movie or something I've watched a million of times and be like, okay, well, let me watch this first, and then I'll go to that show. So we're just gonna pick up all these materials, all these mats. No, hop off of that. All right. Oh, get up. All right. Okay. Well, yes, we're doing increased damage. We're in green pools of gamma ray radiation, I guess. We're doing it all.
Another enemy defeated.
Take them all down. Beat him the heck up. Don't even let him get up. He doesn't even get a chance. Okay, now he's mad. All right. Okay. Stupid turrets. It's unfair. Cheaters. All right, 40. Yeah, see, leveling up to level 50 takes no time at all. It is the most easiest thing you could ever do. You just play the game. Oh, grab him. There we go. And beat the crap out of other people with him. And that's how you do it. I call bullcrap on that.
Well done.
Alright, I was about to say, if he knocks me down again, I quit. Let's get these, let's get these turrets out. Since they just love to be invited to parties that didn't no one really invite them to. There we go. That took care of that. There we go. Get some health back on this. You're dead. How do you survive that? You don't. You're dead. It's like, where's this last person?
The team are no longer a threat.
Alright, take me to Clone Abomination. We've got another Clone Abomination that we need to get rid of anyway.
Okay, folks. The short of it is, because the gamma process mutates DNA, the Abomination clone we're looking for was never human in the first place. No transformation, all monster. Surprisingly,
Pretty sure.
For Inhumans. We still gotta be exposed to Terrigen to activate our powers.
There is a chest with gear close by.
Oh, gear.
Assault team, do not let them reach our assets.
Oh, and then this is the one where after we open it, we get two more gear chances. I love it.
These enemies must be defeated.
Yeah, we know that these enemies need to be defeated. We'll get them. Yeah, let's pop that. Get these going. Thanks for actually using your ultimate, Thor. You know, some of our superhero buddies like to delay a little bit. Heck yes, beat the crap out of him. Hate adaptoids.
I'm fighting through some pain, folks.
Yeah, well, Captain America, sometimes you just gotta deal with it, you know? No pain, no gain, you know? Oh no, I was about to say, why are we letting him get his health back? Why are we entertaining this and giving him the thought that was something he could do? Oh, okay. Oh, he's dead. Oh, he's done. Oh, he's not to be dead and done as well. I will not comment on why he has all his health back. But he did drop a purple.
Hey, Jarvis? Is there anything in AIM's database on how this clone might differ from the original?
Other than programmed obedience and increased aggression, their notes are sparse.
So we'll grab this chest. And then we'll go, there's like usually they'll have like a high value target in this other room that we'll go ahead get rid of. And then we'll just move on up to the actual boss. Help us this way.
There is an elite AIM unit near you. Defeat them, and you may gain something useful.
It says he's supposed to be right here. Where is he? And why am I being bamboozled? All right. The elite enemy has disappeared off the face of the... Why does it say he's up there if he's not up there? Like, he is supposed to be right here. And he is not here. Oh, that's fake. That is so rude. No, we do in these cases, we restart from checkpoint. You're going to give us our gear. All of our gear. Because we deserve it.
Hey, Jarvis? Is there anything in AIM's database on how this clone might differ from the original?
Other than programmed obedience and increased aggression...
There we go, let's try this again. Hopefully he spawns. I have a good feeling about this. Usually whenever I do this, the actual enemy does spawn. So no promises, but we are hoping. Wow. That is the first time where I've reset from checkpoint and the enemy is still not there. All right. That tells me that piece of gear was not for me. Basically said that is not what you need. It's not what you need. Move on to bigger and better things. All right. Cool.
Thank you for participating in this experiment, Avengers. I'm sure the data I'm about to gather will be most informative.
You're bluffing. You've only got one move, Doc. And it's never gonna work on the Avengers.
You're so slow! It's so sad!
Let's go.
Pathetic!
Oh no! The other way! I feel like maybe these fights will be a little bit easier since, you know, it's like gamma radiation is what I'm like made of, so I shouldn't be affected by it, technically, but I still see that I am. So, I mean, I guess it makes sense. Come on, go ahead, just stack this increased damage. Throw that brick at his back. let me like stranglehold you so justice can be served appropriately. Okay, he's moving in super slow motion. Ah! Okay, he didn't even touch me. It's a little bit unfair. Right, I was about to say, let me go back for some health. But we're doing fine. We're doing great. Let me throw something else at him. Show him I don't like him. Wow, okay. Let me throw something else at him. Yeah, take these big bricks. Bricks to the back. Yeah, take that. Take that. Here, there's a tiny one. Now get a big one. Get a big one, Hulk. Throw that. First of all, get a big one. No, get a big one and throw it at his face. Nice. No, okay. Dodge out the way. Dodge out. Okay. Yeah, get a big one. Throw that. Love it. Love it. I'm gonna dodge out the way. Because he likes to do some shenanigans like that. Let's get some health. Get some good health. We need it. We may or may not have just learned last week that health usually sits up there. Yes, throw that at him. Throw, yeah, big one, big one. Nope, get big chunk. Thank you. Throw that at his face. There we go. That is what we're all about, getting the big chunks and just throwing it directly at his back. Yeah, take that. All right. I mean, I guess they won't allow us to, oh, now he wants to throw big bricks. Can I attack with big brick? Oh, yeah, let's attack with big brick. Oh. Wow, still in my move set. I wonder what the power attack. Oh, well, I'll say I wonder what the power attack is with the big one. Let's see. Yeah, there is none. All right. But still, throw it at his face. Bone shaker. Let's go. Sucker, mother sucker. Let's go. Smack him up. Punch him in the face. Punch him everywhere. Increase damage. All of it. Get this health back. Hopefully some of the other Avengers actually use their supers. We've got this. Now you put your big rock down. We only got room for one big Hulk life thing. Oh yeah, come on, come on. Wow. There we go. I mean, at least we only got downed once. Typically, I've done that to where we've like, what shit watching stuff. I'm like, we've done that fight to where it was like a little bit more, like the power was like a little bit more than what we're used to, and we've just sat on there for like an hour trying to defeat him. So that was one of the easier runs. We have one more villain lost sector to do.
Clone abominations are no joke. You all did an awesome
only
job.
because those
Resets
resets daily. So
probably not the last time we see one of AIM's clone nasties.
let us keep pressing the wrong thing. Specialty. Let's get this last one. What is the specialty? There's a 50% chance. Okay. This one, there's 50% chance heroic orb. In this one, enemies to survive thunderclap become taunted. Let's do a region orb. Well, no. Yeah, let's do that one. And then let's learn how to press the right button. And then we can do, which one are we gonna do? Let's do ranged. We're gonna unlock all of ranged. So let's see. Thrown debris of any size explodes on impact, like that. Increase damage from thrown small debris by 15% and allows small debris chunks to pin enemies hit by the attack. Okay, okay. Large debris does not break apart when thrown, instead rolling on the ground, inflicting multiple damage. Oh, I like that. Multiple command can be pinned when I like that. Yeah, I like the big chunks. So we'll do Wrecking Ball. This will increase ranged attack damage by 15%. Thrown enemies travel farther and inflict 15% more. I don't really like throwing the enemies. I like hanging on to them and just beating the crap out of everyone else. Increase damage by 15% when using large debris. Okay, so this kind of combines with this, so I like that combination. Increases light and heavy attack damage by 33% when using small debris as a melee weapon. Okay, increased pickup speed of both large and small debris. Okay, and then increases the durability and damage of large debris chunks by 33% when using the melee light and heavy attack. I thought that wasn't a heavy attack. Yeah, I like the bottom rows of all this one, so we're gonna keep that as that is. Now let's actually go to gear. Okay, that doesn't help us. Finally, we're at 40. 37. Okay, so those other ones did not help us in the slightest. This should help us though. Damage from all gamma. Heroic ability. Increases the rate. Okay. We'll do that one. And then we'll dismantle that one. Okay, 42. Alright, I'll take that. I'll take that. Let's do this next villain lost sector. Which is not really a lost sector. I just like calling it a lost sector. Let's see. You are in New York. Yeah, right there. I was about to say, no, not that one. It's the one we can do. Perfect. And we get a couple of gear before the mission, so that's important.
All right, Avengers. We've pinpointed the location of one of AIM's cloning research labs. We believe Scientist Supreme has perfected her cloning technology to the point where she can literally produce copies of our most deadly foes. Needless to say, we need to take them out. Leave nothing to chance. Destroy the clone you encounter and any research you find.
Absolutely.
We're dropping you off close to the location. AIM is on high alert, so look out for any forces in the area. They have the tower locked down with an elite guard team. You're gonna have to take them out.
No, we gotta go back here.
Facility.
Okay, these poles are like messing up our momentum. We're just out here, just trying to, traverse the city. And these poles are like, hey, you wanna? Oh, okay, all right. Yeah, y'all stand in that pool. Stand in that, all of that. All y'all. You too. Everyone's welcome. You get some too. Stupid riot bots. Hate the riot bots. Oh, fighting them on brutal that first time was not fun. Oh, you're dead. You're frozen. Okay, not hit the corner of the staircase. Ooh, 2 chests. I'm for it. I love it. Kick those chests, Hulk. Whatever you gotta do to get them open. Love it. All right, let's get this other location. They give me 2 chests in here. They sure did. Because this game actually likes me. Feels great to be valued and appreciated. Hey, give me that gear. And more of that gear. Perfect. Now let's move on to the actual fight.
Hurry to intercept the team.
See, I didn't even want to have to do that, but y'all showed up out of nowhere and y'all took most of my health. So I had to take most of my health back from you. Next time you learn. Mala, you couldn't wait. You couldn't wait until we actually hit the actual objective. You just had to, you had to just go tall right now. Okay. Knowing full well. Knowing full absolutely well. We've done this so many times. She knew what was coming.
Every member of the elite team must be defeated.
Hey, that, I'm like, did that do something? I want to say it did something. I'm not 100% sure. I think it did though. I believe we took off all the blue shields with that.
Excellent. Another agent down. Well done. That squad member has been neutralized.
Bring him down.
Another enemy defeated.
I was like, why is it not letting me hit them? Oh, just give it up.
We're scanning the facility.
Wonderful. Okay.
In the meantime, I'm sending you to the lower floors to find a target who has more information.
Make sure there's no chests over here. Oh, I was about to say, usually that side is open. Why is it closed? But it's no longer closed. All right, let's go. And just slam it. I don't understand any of this. Open. And that's how you open it up?
There's a security chief up ahead who has the information for the facility. You know what to do.
There they are.
Alright. Dude, just die after that. Sometimes you don't gotta hold on. Yeah, I can do that too. I can do a lot of move interrupting moves. Just make it so that you just don't survive nothing. You assault a daptoid. Slap you on your face just a little bit. Make sure you understand.
An impressive and educational performance. Excellent work.
There we go. Let's get this chest. Because you know we're all about that gear. Alright. Oh, dang it. Took too long. There we go. There we go. Come on, give us a good gear piece. Good gear piece. I want something that would increase me by like 2 levels. Yeah, that's not gonna increase us by 2 levels. I can tell you that. Heck, it might not even increase us by 1 level. If we're being honest. Ooh. But you know what? It's gear that we didn't have before. Hopefully it's a little bit stronger. One can only hope.
Using his credentials to enter the AIM database. And we have located the clone on the top floor. Watch out. I think it might be expecting you.
Ah, well, we can handle him. Take him out. Let's go. Now let's quickly go ahead and take out these. Because I refuse. Yeah, I can do that too. Yeah, clap that, alright? Be mad at somebody else. Oh. Let me just make sure my control... When you get into it, but you forget that your controller is pretty weak sauce. And sometimes it don't stay... It doesn't hold a charge for too long. But it's okay. We've only got about, like... What, 3 more weeks? 3 more weeks? And then it doesn't matter. Because we will have new controller. I guess maybe you can't do a power attack while running. Yeah, there we go. Because I was like, why is it not letting me? Oh, he's slow. Throw that at him. Yeah. Take these large chunks. Oh, sorry, citizens. Down below. Yeah, eat that while you're trying to dodge. Yeah, gamma defense. Your attacks don't harm me here, alright? Technically, I helped make you, alright? Oh, again, sorry, citizens of New York. Yeah, y'all should just, like, kind of stay away. Let me not be stupid. Get some health. There you go. Alright. Go. Stop that. I was about to say I didn't die, so let's get this big chunk. Wow. Wow. Are you saying the Hulk has the BD? Because I feel like he would. Not even gonna lie. I mean, if you see, his butt already is just, it's just out there for no reason. So I think it'd be, it'd make perfect sense, Oh, stop it. Stop it right now. Can we finish this mission with 100%? Did I curse it by acknowledging it? Maybe. Maybe I did. But I feel like maybe I also didn't. Some health over here. Oh, Gonza, thank you so much for liking the stream. I really appreciate it. How about we just throw all these people off? Oh. All right. I'm gonna say I should be able to throw them off. Or maybe not. Maybe they patched that. Maybe they made that so it wasn't that it wasn't possible. I believe it. Hey, what's up? Nothing much, Gonzo. We're just finishing up some of the missions, the daily missions, to make sure we're getting all of the rewards. trying to power level our Hulk here. He's our last character, our last hero that we have to get to a gear level 130, and then we can enjoy the rest of the game and just start farming for best builds, good builds, you know, and get all the boring work out of the way, as some would call it. Let's go. Let's go. Thank you. Let's go. Oh, he's done for. He's donezo. Get out of here. Get out of here, buddy. You're done. You are done, you abomination clone. Yeah, we're gonna add some additional unnecessary power since we just basically beat you. There we go. I think that was 100%. Oh my gosh, Daddy tried. Stop that. I'm here watching from Argentina. Well, thank you. Wonderful, you know, having everyone all over the world.
We'll be back in touch.
Lovely here, where I happen to be in the US. How original, I know, but thank you from the US West Coast. All right, see, yep, did that with 100%. Lovely. All right, let's see. Let's go messy. Oh my gosh. All right, okay. So they actually been giving us big rewards. Nice. All right, 48. We are winning big. Give me something big here. 41, 49. Oh, okay, I get it. You just like seeing me suffer. I got sad news. What's the sad news? And let's see what's with this challenge card. I believe we've done a couple of things. Oh, we unlocked two Hulk skins that I'm not exactly fond of. I like the Hulk skin that I got. These just look scary. That one looks scary, and this one looks scary. That one looks super scary. I mean, this one is basically a play on this one, the one that we already have. So I kind of like this one though. Yeah, I really like this one. It's very intense. What does broken mean? Oh, this is from the story mode. Here it's 4:03 and I found your stream. Okay, so Argentina is 4 hours ahead. Interesting. I love the way that time zones work out. It's like one of those, like, it's just so crazy how at one point in the world you have another person in a different part of the world where they're just, you know, this is the same thing, you know, same time. It's not the same time, but it's like same instance but different time. It's just so crazy to me. But I applied a job and they replied saying because of the quality of candidates we can't move forward with your application. I mean, I wouldn't take that as necessarily a bad thing, Bruce. You know, it's like maybe I've definitely heard of some where they're like, you can be overqualified for a job. So, you know, maybe that was, you know, they're kind of like their reasoning there is their way of saying, hey, you might ask for too much money than what we can supply you at this time. It's pretty it's pretty messed up, but you know, sometimes you just gotta keep on keeping on, you know. Should I reapply again in a few months? I would honestly. It's just one of those things where you, especially, you know, in the time of COVID and whatnot, you should, you know, really think about, okay, is the job or is the industry that I'm applying for, are they, like, I would say, like, pandemic safe, or like, you know, able to be, you know, like, are they able to survive during, like, you know, in the time of like COVID? Because I feel like there's some businesses where, you know, they're struggling to hang on, and the last thing you want to do is get into a job and then like a week later they're like, we're gonna have to let you go. But I definitely say, I mean, if it's going to stay open, or if it has like kind of like a feeling that it is going to stay open, definitely apply, keep on applying, and, you know, do that. But I have some bad news. I'm going to have to call it here. We made it to that 4 hour, about that 4 hour mark. Unfortunately, I do have to wake up early for work tomorrow. Sucks on Tuesdays, but thank you all so much for watching. I really appreciate it. We you know, didn't get so far in power leveling, but you know what, it's fine. It's not a race. This is the last character, but we will definitely pick this up again on Friday. If you haven't already, please go ahead and follow the channels, whether you're on Twitch or Facebook. Thank you so much for the follow, Gonza. I appreciate that. Yeah, so just go ahead and follow. I stream on Tuesdays and Fridays, 8 p.m. to about 12 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Fridays, depending on how things going, we tend to go over because it's Friday and we love to welcome in the weekend. But yeah, so thank you all for tuning in, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye-bye.